Hey kids, today we are going to practice our revolve feature just a little more. In this little drawing here, you'll see we have a classic pulley that we're going to create. This one's actually going to be done by drawing this front view right here, and then we're going to revolve it around this axis right here. After that, we're going to put this keyhole in. A keyhole is how we bind gears and shafts together. We slide a little piece of metal in there and it keeps everything rotating. Overall, this is a pretty fun drawing, so let's go ahead and dive into it. As always, I'm going to go New, Metric, Standard Part. I'm going to hit Create. This brings us to our model space. As always, I turn on my visibility. Like that. As I said earlier, I'm really just going to draw this front view right here. So I can just sketch that and revolve it around. Well, that doesn't make much sense until we really see it. So let's go ahead and start our sketch. And let's pick our plane here. Now what I want you to notice is there's a hole in the middle. So there's a spot we're going to revolve around and keep open. If you look, the entire diameter of it is 20. That means if we go up 10, that should get us to the bottom of our object right there. That means I'm just going to create a line anywhere and just start it over here. Doesn't matter the dimension. I'm going to come back and dimension that to the origin of 10 now. How long's this line? Well, we are drawing half of it right now. So I'm going to cut everything in half and then mirror it at the end to kind of learn another new command too. Right now it is 35. Half of 35 is 17.5. That means this line here needs to be 17.5. Now going up, what we see here is the thickness of this outer part of this pulley. And if we have a diameter of 20 and a diameter of 40, that will give us 20. Now this is going to be half because these are all in diameter and we need radiuses. So we are going to go up 10. Now it says the part to go in here is 15. So I'm just going to go 15 in. Again, the height of this part, we have a 40 on the outside and an 80 on the upper end. So if we divide that in half, that is 40. And then we had to go in half again because we're dealing with radiuses. So that should be 20. This top part is 15 again. This top right here is a thickness of 10. 90 minus 80. Oop. We have to cut that in half because again we're dealing with radiuses. And then that line is going to come over here. And we're ultimately going to close it down. So this right here now represents this part, half of it over here. I said earlier we can mirror it. And the mirror command is actually really helpful. And you can see it right here. If we click on it, basically, it's going to ask us for a profile and an axis, and we have both of those. So let's click on mirror. First, it's going to ask me to select what? I'm going to select everything I've drawn, except for this line right here, because that's my mirror line. Next, I'm going to go up here, click on the mirror line. This is where I want it to be mirrored across, and I simply hit apply and done. Now, my object's starting to look more like the other one. I can get rid of this middle line here and just keep it out there. I need this line here still. And in fact, I'm going to put a line from my origin over here. This eventually is going to be my axis line to spin the entire thing around. You might not see it yet, kids, but we're really 2 clicks away from being done. I'm going to finish my sketch here. I am going to go to my Revolve Command. My profile lights up. That means I have everything closed. My axis is going to be this button right there. And look. This looks identical to the drawing, if I could spin it right, that we have over here. We're not done yet though with this drawing. We have a nice little keyhole that we have to finish up. And this keyway is going to be drawn on this face. You can see it is 6 by 3. So that means it's going to be 6 wide, 3 high. How are we going to do that? We're just going to start a sketch on this plane right here. As you can see, this is 3 by 6. So that means I have to go 3 over in one direction, 3 up, 3 in the other direction for a total of 6. I'm going to come over here and just draw down 3, over 3, and then up. I'm going to do the same thing over here, over 3. I'm going to go up until these are all connecting perfectly square. Doesn't matter if I go up into this section. The important part is I'm cutting my keyway out down here. So the distance up here could be 1 millimeter or all the way up to here. It doesn't matter, just as long as it doesn't cut into the top object. Almost done. We finish our sketch. I'm going to come over here to extrude. Oops. I'm going to extrude this bottom part over here. I'm going to go the other way, all the way through the object, and then hit OK. There we go. There's my keyhole, kids. I'm going to set my current view to front. Looking at the isometric down here, you can see that my view, once I rotate it poorly over here, looks identical to my drawing over here. And we did it by using revolving. We drew our front view, spun it around an axis to create a classic pulley. Well, that's it, kids. That's today's drawing. As always, if you have any questions, please come see me. Otherwise, good luck.